Daily Stoic. It's Sunday afternoon. So, I mentioned already during the Daily Tao, and I had a great time, hiking with my group. And then here you go. December 8th. Do not hide from your feelings. It's better to conquer grief than to deceive it. Seneca on Consolation to Helvia, 17.1b. We've all lost people we were close to, a friend, a colleague, a parent, a grandparent. While we were suffering from our grief, some well meaning person did their best to take our mind off it or make us think about something else for a couple hours. Good intention, yes, I know that. However kind, these gestures are misguided. The Stoics are stereotyped, as suppressing their emotion. Stoics are really good at suppressing your emotion. Emotion is not something that you're happily use at all. No, it's you have to just avoid them. But their philosophy was actually intended to teach us to face, process, and deal with the emotions immediately instead of running from them. So this is a little tweaks in there, in their philosophy. Emotions are happening. We cannot avoid the emotion. We cannot ignore emotion. But how are you gonna deal with it? I think what the Stoics all about. You have to deal with it. Well, then you could maybe suppress it. If you don't face and process and deal with it, you just leave it as is. Well, I don't think that's why it's something like that. If you have a garbage piling up in your house, what's gonna happen? You have to face and process it and dump it outside or dump it in a garbage bin, something like that. You have to get rid of it. Emotions are the same thing. You cannot just leave it. You have to face it, process it, and do something on there. So, tempting as it is to deceive yourself and or hide from a powerful emotion like grief by telling yourself and other people that you're fine. Are you? I don't think so. Awareness and understandings are better. Don't try to deceive it. Don't try to fake it. You know you're suffering. You have to deal with it. You have to face it. Instead of you're saying I'm fine. No, you're not fine. But you know how to handle that. That's the point. That's the main point of that. Distraction might be pleasant in the short term. Yeah, maybe by going to gladiatorial games as a Roman, might have done. For example, focusing is actually better in the long term. That means facing it now, process and parse what you're feeling. Remove your expectations, your entitlement, your sense of having been wrong. Find the positive, find the positive in the situation, but also sit with your pain and accept it. Remembering that it is a part of life. That's how one conquers grief. Don't try to avoid it. I think that's the best thing to do. If you try to avoid, if you try to ignore, we can't do that because it's sitting somewhere. It's different. I guess it's different nuance in there. Let's say somebody says, "Well, yeah, just you have emotion, so just ignore it." I don't think Stoics meaning ignoring it's something that you actually ignore and you don't allow them existing. No, it does exist. So you have to accept it. But thing is, ignoring means instead of reacting on the emotion that you're currently feeling, you have to face it. Okay, I feel that emotions. so I have to do something on it. So process it. I think that's what it meant more than that instead of just absolute ignoring. So make sure, do not build up your garbage. You're not holding your all the emotions in your mind. That's gonna fill it up. You're not gonna like it. Thank you. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.